Well, good afternoon, everybody. I'm going to try a new recipe. It's basically a basic cookie recipe that you can add your favorite soda to. I'm going to use Cheerwine, and I've boiled it down to where it's really just the Cheerwine syrup now. I've taken all the water and everything out of it. So I'm going to use that and make Cheerwine, but I'm going to add snowcaps rather than chocolate chips, because they're basically just little chocolate chips with little white things on them, you know. So that's what we're going to make today. So before we get started, welcome into the kitchen. If you're new, welcome. If you've been here before, welcome back. I'm so glad to have you in my kitchen. Give me a thumbs up on my videos, like, share, subscribe, ring the bell for notifications, and leave me some comments. Those are the things that really get us seen out and about in the world and are greatly appreciated. So, with all that being said, let's get started. We need 2.5 cups of all-purpose flour, and I usually scoop mine around a little bit to fluff it up before I measure it. And then I scrape it across the top. I hope y'all can see what I'm doing. There is one. Maybe if I stand like this, you can see me. So I don't have a lot of room over here on this side of the kitchen. And there is 2. And there's a half. 2.5 cups of all-purpose flour. We need to add to that a 1/2 teaspoon of salt, 1/2 teaspoon of salt, 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder, and a 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda. All right, now I'm going to stir this up to get all that mixed up good. Stir it for just a second or two. Then we are going to add our butter, which is a 1/2 cup. And I probably did this backwards, y'all. I think I need to do my butter first and my sugar. So, watch this. I've got another bowl. Another mixer bowl. Yay! So, got that mixed up. So this is what we're going to do. Right like this. How easy is that? So this is a 1/2 cup of butter, 1 stick or 8 tablespoons. All is the same in the world of butter. All right, we need that, and we need 3/4 of a cup of regular sugar. So here's 1/4, so we need 3 of these. 1, 2, 3. That's 3/4 of a cup. And we need a 1/2 cup, which would be 2 of these, of brown sugar. And it says to pack it, so I'm going to pack it. Right like that. Pack it down in there. There's 1/4. If you're doing your math, 2/4 is a 1/2. For all you young girls out there that are watching this, this is why you need to know your fractions, okay? So you'll know how to cook. There's our brown sugar. I'm going to start that going around and around in this mixer here. And cream that up real good together. And then I'm going to add our egg. 1 egg. My butter wasn't quite soft enough, y'all. It could have been a little softer, but it'll soften. This thing will get it to go and it'll soften right up. Alright, we've got that creamy now. Now we're going to add in our egg. 1 egg. Y'all, this is just kind of a basic cookie recipe. We'll add 1 egg, and we're going to add 2 teaspoons of vanilla. Alright, there's our vanilla. Now then, we are also going to add a 1/2 cup of cola. If you want to use Coke, Sprite, root beer, whatever your favorite flavor is, you use a 1/2 cup. If you want that flavor to be stronger, then you need to boil it down until it's about 1/3 of what you put in there, okay? So, and I'm going to use this as a 1/2 cup. So I've got my 1/2 cup measure. As y'all can see, I had 24 ounces in here. And this has boiled way, way down. So I'm going to use a 1/2 cup. Turn this off so it doesn't splatter everywhere. Right in there. And that is Cheerwine. It's what I'm using. It is a staple in the South. It was invented and made and still made and manufactured over in North Carolina. And I'm in Tennessee, right across that North Carolina line. So we get to claim it too, kind of, okay? Now then, we're going to add this in. A little bit at a time. Let me grab me a big old spoon. I can find that big old spoon. It doesn't have a hole in it. Right here's one. All right, here we go. I'm going to mix it in a little bit at a time. Y'all don't have to use a mixer for this. I just use my mixer for everything I have to mix. It doesn't matter what it is. Because I don't like to hand mix. Okay, now then, let's see if I can just dump that in. Yep, and I made a mess. Y'all know my name is Mess. Messy, messy. There's our cookie dough. Now, for our secret ingredient, let's add these snowcaps. Because, you know, Cheerwine's a cherry flavor. Cherry and chocolate go great together. So, let's add our snowcaps. There's 1 box. Let's see how that does. Let's add another box, y'all. There's another box. Y'all think we need another box? I do. Let's add 1 more box, y'all. 1 more box. All right, there we go. Oh, that makes it better. Y'all can add nuts. Y'all can add whatever your little heart desires. All right, now I'm going to take y'all over here first, then I'll come back and get the pan, or the bowl of cookies. Because we're going to drop these with our handy dandy cookie scoop. Handy dandy cookie scoop. Let me get this off of here and I'll be right back to you. All right. I had to taste it, of course. You know that, right? And I always use parchment paper because they're easier to take off the pan. To let cool, you just slide your paper off, let them cool on a rack or whatever. All right, now here's our cookie scoop. And we're just going to scoop these cookies out of there just like this. Now, if y'all don't have a cookie scoop, you can use 2 teaspoons. That's what my mama used to always use. Get your 2 spoons, scoop it up with one, and drop it with the other one. Push it off with the other one. All right, there's one batch. I'm going to go ahead and put these in the oven, let them be baking. They'll probably need to bake about 8 to 10 minutes, about like most cookies. And we'll drop these others. And then I'll be back to show you all what they look like when they're done. Okay. Okay, y'all, we got our second pan dropped out here. If you all are not from the South, and there's a lot of you that are not, a lot of you are not even in the United States, and you do not know what Cheerwine is, it is a cherry flavored soda pop drink. The South is the only place you can get it. It's a regional drink, just like Mountain Dew used to be a regional drink, and it also came from around here. Matter of fact, it was founded right here in the city where I live. Was the first Mountain Dew was made here, and it used to be you could only get Mountain Dew here for years when I was growing up. This was the only place you could get Mountain Dew, but the big Pepsi company, of course, bought it, and you can get Mountain Dew all over now, so it's not quite as special. But anyway, we still claim Mountain Dew to be indigenous to Tennessee, East Tennessee at that. So, but Cheerwine, there are hundreds and hundreds of recipes on the internet that you can cook with Cheerwine. It's not just for drinking, y'all. And I'm sure you can with lots of other drinks too. I mean, I know there's all kinds of recipes you cook with Coca-Cola. I know there's cake. I've made it different ways. There is, my aunt used to take a Coca-Cola and pour it over a ham when she baked it. It was delicious. I may have to do that with y'all one day and bake a ham and pour Coke over it. But the secret to it is the soda in the drinks tenderizes your meat as it cooks, y'all. In case you didn't know, that's just a little tip for you. It will tenderize your meat. So we'll finish baking these cookies, and I'll be back when they're done. Okay, y'all, our cookies are all out of the oven. These are the first ones that came out. Let's try one. You want to? I do. I can't wait. Oh, they're kind of airy in the middle. Yum. Mmm. Oh, that's so good. Mm-hmm. That Cheerwine flavor just comes right through that cookie. And you add those snowcaps in there, the chocolate, and then the little white things on the tops of them, the snow part. That just kicks it over the top, y'all. You have to try this cookie recipe. It is so good. So that's going to be all for this one. Remember, like, share, subscribe, ring the bell for notifications, and leave me some comments. Let me know if you all have made a cookie recipe like this. Let me know if you make this recipe. Let me know how it turns out. Like I said, any flavor soda you want to use. You can use Coke, Sprite, Mountain Dew, whatever. But the more you boil it down, the more intense the flavor is going to be in your cookie. Okay, so you can just use it straight, but the flavor that you're going for is not going to be there unless you boil it down and make it just real syrupy. Okay, so just remember that little tip, and You can use the same thing in a cake mix instead of water. Make a cake this way. We'll do that sometime. Lots of things you can do with things you have in your house that you may not think about putting together. It really turn out real well. So that'll be all for this one. And I will see you all in the next one. Bye for now.